Hi guys, welcome back. I'm doing a continuation extension of the last video. I was just talking about what is the veil that has been lifted from your eyes as you're going forward for expansion and progress. Yeah, you're realizing that you have the power to cause and influence events in your life by using the laws of attraction. Some of you with the moon and the magician, you're finding that there was some dark magic that was at work, which is putting a veil on you, but now the veil has been lifted and you're able to move forward to brand new things. This may be dark magic worked on you since you were a child, or something that was done in your past or in your earlier years. What is this dark energy supposed to affect? Let's find out more. Let's help the collective. Your psyche, your intuition, you're supposed to see bad people as if they're harmless, just a deliberate ploy to put you into a false sense of security, to think that you were amongst safe people or in a safe kind of a set up, but that was not the truth. And intuitively, you always felt that something was off. Like, you know what, I can't really tell what it is I don't quite like about Uncle Ben, but I know something is not right. And these people had done like concealing spells. I know this sounds a very Harry Potter-ish, but they done concealing spells so that whenever or glamour spells, that whenever you saw them, you'd see them as being innocent, vulnerable, and in need of your help. And of course, with that hero complex, being an empath, you might have had a bit of a hero complex. You always felt you needed to rescue each and every person, yet these people were smirking and laughing in the background because they knew about the dark magic they'd done. What is the outcome of this dark magic? Has it been lifted at the bottom of the deck? It's supposed to affect your stability, and it looks like you're getting your stability back. You're on top of your game. You know exactly what time it is, and you know what you're supposed to be doing. And here you are gaining your independence, your freedom, expanding your finances. It looks like some of this moon magic or dark magic had been worked to kind of like stunt your growth financially because someone knew that you were extremely generous and giving when you do have the resources. So imagine this person's like really selfish that they'd block up one person's blessings so that they can block off 1,000 other people's blessings. If this person's light was supposed to touch 1,000 people, I mean that I'm hearing capital crime. I'm not even quite sure what that is. If someone knows, you're gonna have to post that in the comments, or I'll Google it. Capital crime, and this is like a capital crime, like almost like a crime against humanity. Whatever this person did, it just goes beyond a little dabbling in some dark magic because of who they were sending this magic against. I think we should get the cheeky madams, don't you guys? Yeah, I agree with you. Let's get the cheeky madams on board right away. Let's find out what do they have to say about this dark magic that is now being stripped away. It could have been done to a Virgo, because these two as well are Virgo cards. So it could have been done to a Virgo or by a Virgo. But they say that you'd be easy to take down. Someone was working on the instructions of someone else and they were told that you'd be so easy to take down. Guys, this reminds me of a channeled message that I got a couple of days ago. Faith, when you had your reading with me, you know exactly what I was talking about. There we go. Your intuition about them is spot on. So in this channeled message I got the vision of people traveling in a minibus here in Southern Africa and maybe other parts of Africa. They call them like combis or tattoos or whatever. But you know, it's a minibus where about 12 people could fit in. You get what I mean? Like, what do you guys call it? An SUV van or a minivan or something like that. And in this download, there were people in a van and they'd even taken out the seats to make way for this fake high priestess. And this high priestess had all these like really greedy, mean-spirited kind of men in an illusion. I want to say in a delusion. Well, maybe they were a bit delusional, or she was delusional in an illusion, and she was heaping up burdens on a chosen person. So this person had sort of mimicked someone's language, the way they talk, some of their mannerisms, even copied their hairstyle, whatever spiritual tools this person uses. This person had gone and got themselves a set, you know, like a quick like shortcut into Harvard Business School. Someone decides, no, I'm not going to go to grade 5. I'm going to go straight to Harvard. I'm going to forge some certificates and go and sit straight in Harvard Business School and have my first lecture on Monday morning. That kind of energy is preposterous. I know that's exactly what I felt as well when I was watching this download that I got. So anyway, in this download, this woman had gotten people like mesmerized because she acted like she had a lot of knowledge. She put on a lot of pomp and flair about what she did, really over exaggerated, and maybe the person she mimicked was probably underestimated by their simplicity. They didn't make things seem overly complicated or overly like, oh, we're so holy and these are holy things we're doing and you're not holy. This is a person who was like really just down to earth and approachable, and this other person took advantage of that and made themselves seem very mystical and wise, and they had all the right terminology. And this part of the download, this woman was like, and now we're going to do the scrubbing of the Akashic records. Something as preposterous, as ludicrous, as ridiculous as that. And she's like, and to do that, we are going to put burdens on the original person whose style I've copied. And all these people are like, oh, hail the burden, hail the burden. So these people, like I said earlier, they were traveling in a minibus in this channel download. Yes, my spirit guides have got a sense of humor. So yeah, it was a serious message, but filled with humor nonetheless. So this woman's like, now we're going to switch off the engine of the minibus and let the Holy One take a bicycle and pedal this, all of us here sitting with our heavy loads and our fat asses here in this minibus. We're going to attach the minibus to the bicycle and she's going to pedal all of us. We're going to exhaust her spiritually. This is exactly how she was speaking. I'm not making fun of anyone's dialect, but this is exactly how she's speaking. Now, if you've been on my channel, you'll know I'm an empath, so I might speak like I'm you or someone else that you know. If that's you out there that I'm speaking like, yeah, you better not do it, girl. Don't do it. So anyway, so this Holy One goes out and she's pedaling, he or she's pedaling the bicycle with the minibus in tow, the minibus that was just put in drive, but the engine was switched off. And other people in another minibus it went past and they were really angry and upset and annoyed and disgusted by the level of they're saying I must use the word debauchery. The debauchery, I suppose, the debauchery that this fake spiritualist had enacted on this Holy One, the burdens that they created. And this is exactly it with this download of some dark magic, moon magic done to you as a child to dull your senses, to sort of dull your spirituality and to make you become codependent. But Spirit stepped in and said, you know what, not on my watch, not with my grandbaby. You don't do that kind of nonsense with my grandbaby. If you do that, I promise I will act and there will be consequences and you will see the effects of what you've been doing. That's the download that I got and I really thought I needed to share this one with you. I think I'm going to title this something, I don't know, I'll just ruminate on it and see what the title is going to be. So let's find out a little bit more from the cheeky madams here about this magic, dark magic worked against a chosen one. Their worst nightmare has become a reality. Well, from the channel download I got, this person was as lazy as they possibly can get. And I think the worst nightmare is any form of labor, any form of effort, any form of doing things by actually working for them, striving for them, applying themselves. I mean, I've heard a couple of people say this and I'm inclined to agree. If you don't have the gift or the talent, don't try and take it from someone else. Don't try and put burden on someone who does have the gift. Support this person with the gift somehow, and you will also be a beneficiary of the gift if you support the person with the gift. Ooh, a lot is happening behind the scenes and you don't know about it. So with this dark magic that was being worked, a lot is now happening. Get the sense that things have come full circle with the Scorpio energy, because we just had a solar eclipse and a new moon in Scorpio. Guys, do you remember last year with the Scorpio season? If you don't remember, just look at my playlist and look for videos for September, October, this time last year, or September, October last year. Yeah, you'll find that Scorpio energy is coming up, revelations, and it all took us like a month or two just to recover from the revelations of Scorpio season. So this is like the tailspin of that, because Scorpio is represented by the death card, which is like what's stay here, and it's all about transformation. It's about a rebirth, but rebirth means that there's something that has to sort of become dormant for it to be reborn again. Oh, my favorite message here. To win any battle, you need to have the right resources and strategies, because victory does not come by chance. So here you are. You've got the right resources by tapping into this readings or other upful messages from people who are upright, who are not karmic workers, karmic spiritualists who actually work undercover for the dark side and want to speak ill things into your life just by you being under their voice. You have to be mindful of who you're watching as well, who you're listening to. Let me just add that. I know I digressed a bit, but anyway, so you're getting the right resources and strategy, because strategy is so important. It's not enough to just know this has happened to me. You're like, okay, this has happened to me. Right. I think I need a cleansing salt. I need to get some love oil. I need to get some money oil. I need to go for a cleansing session and have someone help me to challenge these energies in my life that have remained unchallenged because they were hidden from me for such a long time since I was a child. I want more and I deserve more and I deserve better. And I'm going to invest in myself by getting an energy cleansing. If that's you and you're feeling that you resonate with my energy and you like me to do an energy cleansing for you, distance is not a barrier. Wherever you are in the world, I can be able to do a reading and a cleansing with you as well. I have many people who have been happy with the cleansings we've done, because I'm very results oriented when it comes to changing people's lives. If I've been given the assignment to do, I don't take on every single assignment that comes my way. Sometimes people come to me and say, hey, Sunshine, can you do this for me? And I'll be like, my great granddaddy or great grandmama said, no, I shouldn't touch this case. I'm sorry. Can you look for someone else to help you? I'm very honest like that. Okay. Tall, dark man who has a fake smile. So someone who's been skilled, this is a professional narcissist who's been skilled in masking their true animosity or hatred or jealousy for you, or hidden competition with you, wanting what you have. Yeah, okay, this is one message has turned out to be its own reading. So when I got the channeled message, I also got the message that sometimes if you're in spiritual warfare, people want to shock you with some very big event, because that first shocking event will be etched in your memory as an experience of the battle with these people or this person. And if you feel like, oh my gosh, they got me last time, or they did me dirty last time, they did me gangster, so if they come out at me, they're going to do me gangster again, that becomes, those thoughts become your reality. So this is why, we need to stay prayed up, keep those positive vibrations coming in and all of that. Let's see what's in your environment. You're not seeing everything that's in your environment. Some things are hidden away from you. Of course, with the moon there, only when the moon is full, then you can begin to see. And what you're not seeing will shock you. Remember, we told earlier on the things happening behind the scenes that you're not aware of. There's something happening in your environment that you're not seeing. What is this, for good or for bad? Let's turn this card over and find out. A boss. Okay. Someone very like influential. Two bosses. Oh gosh, I got this message a couple of readings ago. Okay, and they were in the environment, so they're still in the environment. So I'm also getting another storyline that these bosses previously were all up in the heads and they weren't seeing the full picture. But now these bosses have been shocked by the revelations that have come in. So it's almost like your spirit guides came in and helped these bosses. This is like a boss of bosses, and there's a boss. So spirit came through and helped these bosses to see something that they weren't previously seeing. Let's find out. Let's have a quick peek at what the bosses are looking at. What has shocked the bosses? What are they looking at in your environment? Yeah. Okay, there's quite a bit, but I'll take them. I think the spirit guides want me to tell a bit of a story. So the bosses are looking with a lot of intelligence, maybe at another boss as well. We've got another boss coming up here. So, and this boss could be a Capricorn born in December, but not necessarily, or it could be someone who's got very toxic tendencies. So the devil and the emperor next to each other. There's like a narcissist, someone who always has to be right. And they're looking at this cycle and they're like, no, this cycle's done. A judgment call has to be made, a final judgment, a final decision has to be made. To do possibly with an organization, and they're under advice. I almost wanted to say under advisement. I'm not quite sure what that means. And they're doing this under some advice. They're already bosses, so they know exactly what time it is. They know how to make the right decisions. But they've like thrown this out into the ballpark and kind of like said, okay, this is what we're looking at. What do you think? What do you think? And the one thing that has shocked them the most is the strength that you have within you. When these bosses first came out, they thought that you were just this, a little damsel in distress. But then they realize that you are also the lioness. You're also, for that lion spirit in you, extremely strong. You have a lot of spiritual strength that it really shocked them. They're like, how can any one human being have that strength? And that is kind of like making them think, you know what, there must be a strong spirituality within this person, this man or this woman, because that's the only thing that could explain strength like that. Because strength like that is not found just like that. Let's see what else are the bosses looking at. Okay, this fell right on top of the devil. So they're doing some research into someone who's very toxic, who's been playing mind games with them. And this person is no longer protected. This person's been forced to look at things from a different perspective. Perhaps they're needing to answer something that they were doing with money, or to do with money. Maybe to do with money. And also I feel that someone is getting a new job or a new contract, and it's giving them a lot of freedom as well. It could be in the Scorpio season. There's too many cards. And it's going to make you extremely happy, because you're good at the work that you do. Let's see what came up on top of the new job. And you might be contemplating this offer. Maybe these bosses want to offer you a job wherever you are. And you're kind of like, I don't know if I really want to do this. I don't know if it's really my kind of thing. But it's going to make you very happy because you might be passionate about it and you're extremely good at your work. You're a professional child. You're a master. You've mastered your craft. You know exactly what to do. You might be a loner, like to spend a lot of time by yourself. In that strategy that I call it, the attack and retreat, you go out there, you're having fun, dancing to your own beat, and then you take time to withdraw and analyze everything, pray, plan, and prepare, and come out so that you can manifest your dream come true. The Ace of Swords says, it's true, baby. Spot on. It's right there. It's true. And there's an angel that has come through as these bosses are watching. Oh, yeah, this could be to do with justice, temperance and justice. So I feel like some justice is coming in for you, some righting of a wrong, some balancing of the scales, because we started off with judgment reversed. Chickens coming home to roost. So this could be coming up with justice now being put in the balance because an angel has come through. See, this angel still holding two things that need balance. So balance is coming in. Maybe you previously felt all left out in the cold, but after that, from a 5 right up to a 10, 11, things are moving forward for you, and you might even consider it like a miracle, like luck, like, oh my gosh. And this could be happening in Scorpio season. October is done today. Happy Halloween, like I said earlier. In November. Yeah, and your third eye is like shone like to a high shine, child, a high shine. Yeah, you might have to make some very important decisions, but you're caught up in this indecision about moving forward with the Wheel of Fortune. You need to make sure that your mind is in the right mind frame to take advantage of the opportunities that are going to lead you down a brand new path, a new path, a new chapter, a new beginning. Let's see what is the decision you have to make. Where you're going to invest. Am I going to invest in the same thing I've always invested in, invested my time, my energy, my efforts? Or is it time, after the solar eclipse came in, is it time to change and invest in different things? What advice do we have from Spirit for the collective? Yeah, there could be some sort of messages that have been delayed, but you've learned your lessons. You're ready to move forward. Okay, my cards are upside down. You're ready to move forward, and there's a gift of money coming to you. God is going to bless you. 6 is coming out. You've learned your lessons. That's why the world came out in the future position earlier on. And you're moving to calmer waters, away from the drama, the stress. And again, justice is coming in. Balance. Justice is playing a big role. 2 justices and judgment. This is like karmic justice and mortal justice. This is, yeah, double justice is coming in on this realm and out of this realm. And you're getting news, a lot of messages going back and forth that are making you happy. Guys, thank you for joining me. If you want to book a personal reading, my details will be down in the description box down below.